shy.
Again, 11 on the play. First down, Brown.
On first down, Watson. To the right side, he's got Cooper. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. To throw on second is Watson. And his throw is incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Watson now to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. There he goes, right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
Well, they were advancing the ball. They had a couple first downs under their belt, but a big mistake there on the opening drive leads to 6 points the other direction.
And what a good read that was on his part, Brandon, because it prevents a possible scoring drive with how they were moving things along. And it gives the defense the early advantage was going to be a definitely entertaining battle between these units.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away.
Taking it about the 1.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return.
Well, he gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
They begin this drive with Chubb.
And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line.
They run again on first down, Chubb. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. They go with Chubb on second down. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. They'll try the air now with Watson. He finds his man, complete. That's Grant.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
And Chubb will try the middle here. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, a 15-yard touchdown run.
And the Browns are an extra point away from drawing level.
A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at their own 22. They start on the ground here. It's Sanders. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd at the 19-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Hurts. And this one too low.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hurts.
And that will be incomplete.
Well, how about the challenge we're seeing here in this game early? Man coverage against some fleet receivers. That time, the defense won.
Here's Aaron Sipas now.
Here comes Grant on the return. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
At their own 48-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. This is caught. It's Brown.
He'll get it inside the 20.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run with Chubb. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. These two teams all tied after 1. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Chubb again.
And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Browns have taken the lead. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack. And you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line. And he's able to take it into the end zone.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And that makes the score 14-7. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here, 1st and 10. Another run here with Sanders. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Tackled by Jordan Elliott.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Scott. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 2.
19 Tigers.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Greedy Williams picks it off. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. What a play there by Fletcher Cox to get in and knock him down behind the line. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here's Watson. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Njoku. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Now it's Watson. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Back to throw, Watson. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the 2nd quarter, 14-7. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Watson. Going out wide, finds Chubb. Touchdown! Nick Chubb on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Browns have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know, they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on third down. Here's Hurts to throw. This ball nearly intercepted. A once-in-a-season chance for the big fella, but he couldn't corral it. Fourth down, straight ahead.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete.
Let's go. Mustang 19.
I think probably just trying to draw him off there, it didn't work.
And defensively, that's what you work on all the time, being in that spot and being able to not jump and give them the yardage that they were desiring.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. This is taken at the 18. 13 yards on the return there after a punt of 57. And they will take over first and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. To throw is Watson. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Grant. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. Past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. The mistake there by the offense, Charles, they tried to pick on a Pro Bowl corner in coverage there, and not the smartest decision. He reminded him that he was a Pro Bowl corner with not only the pick, but the pick-6.
And those guys who have that designation, sometimes they get a little bit bored in games because people try to avoid them. They absolutely love it when they get challenged, and it's a chance to remind everyone exactly why they were tagged as one of the best in the league the prior season.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Browns drive about to get started. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it And we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
On 1st and 10, Watson to the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. The final shot before the break, Watson. They set up the screen to Chubb. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter. Well, they got the lead, but it's certainly not a big one. And how do you keep control of that lead? Certainly not by that last play there. They gave up a big sack on the first play of this drive. Now it's double the distance to the first down marker.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now they'll throw here, out of the gun. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Goddard. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. He'll look to throw.
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground.
Myles Garrett able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. The Eagles send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And it's fielded at the 34. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards.
And out will come the offense as they take over. The Browns drive about to get started. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
We'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Here's Watson. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. They give the Chubb out of the gun. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They run it again with Chubb. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. So third down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Now Watson. And that is incomplete.
Perfect example of the kind of attitude you have to play defensive back in the NFL. You want to be the only defender around, and you want them to challenge you. And on that play, he came through.
That's leaking to the right, and he missed it by a foot or two. It's no good, and this will remain a 1-touchdown game.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going. I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And on 3rd down, the Browns going to go with a nickel set. Throwing is Hurts. And this is caught by Watkins. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run with Scott. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3-and-out.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Ready, set. Ready.
On 2nd down, it's Sermon. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. And they run once more with Sermon. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Up the middle, here's Sermon. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. They'll look to throw here. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And the Browns are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. A 4th down, they felt compelled to go for it, and he throws the INT.
Yeah, he knows that you can't take a sack there, so he had to try and force one in. Now, this might not be a throw he makes if we're in the 2nd quarter, but he had to take the chance there, and this one wound up being intercepted.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. A give running right is Chubb. And not much doing there. Maybe a yard up to the 23.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Looking to throw. Watson. And that is incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Here we go on 4th. Watson. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Avonte Maddox. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
Now Scott. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, For the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Straight ahead, it's Sermon.
And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage.
The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. And they'll try and run for the first with Sermon. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Only a pickup of 2, but that's all they needed for the first.
There are a lot of different formulas to winning football, but one constant over the years, winning on 3rd down. That pickup there was big because they had struggled throughout this one.
Okay, ready?
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Hurts a handoff to Sanders.
And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Another run with Sanders. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll run with Sanders.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. They run behind center with Gainwell.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. He's back to throw. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. This secondary as a unit, they've worked really well together in this one, especially late.
A lot of cohesiveness, a lot of communication, and some great athleticism. They're playing so well now, a nickname is sure to follow. They're going to have to name this whole unit soon.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts.
And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The 4th down pass from the 5 falls incomplete, and the Browns are able to come up with a goal line stand.
The Browns drive about to get started. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Second down, here's Chubb again.
And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line.
And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On third down, it's Nick Chubb. And they're going to get him down shy of the first at about the 13-yard line. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. The Browns send out their punter now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone.
It took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner, although on that last play they were so backed up it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded because we've seen the improbable before. A couple laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. It might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.
Our Father who art in heaven, I love when you toss me blessings. You never throw interceptions, I catch them like O.D. Beckham. Hard to knock the devil when built like Tiana Teller. And balling at 27, I feel like Iman Shumpert. Know there's a disconnect when the sheep start to lead the shepherd. The weak start to be aggressive, the streets start to be the reverend. Bragging about first class, seated on 9/11. They spirits are not united, allegiance my soul forever. I murder my adolescence, assault with a friendly weapon. I verbally dissect them to help them get back together. Wanting the stranger things, I handle it like 11. My point is I guard the kids. I should play for the Celtics. Watch how I Euro step them and curry them like I'm Stephen. Whenever I'm in your town, the Warriors in your presence. I manifest my endeavors. I'm blessed and I'm getting better. I walk amongst living legends. Coach Contra will live forever.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Cleveland Browns. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Cleveland. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out. As he's tackled at the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his own line and just went.
So there's two ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. And again, it's Chubb. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. Uses the stiff arm. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held them to no gain.
They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. Watson now to throw. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Eagles are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Haven't met a corner that's worth his salt yet that ever admits to worrying about man coverage. How about the play there, breaking that pass up?
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Hurts. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to gallop the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Well, very good return that time. 18 yards. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they've got to be breathing a little bit of a sigh of relief. The first time you throw the football winds up being picked, but fortunately for them, it does not lead to points.
Well, that tells you about team football, doesn't it? Everybody gets together. What's that term they use? Complementary football? Okay, he threw the pick. The defense got together and said, hey, let's shut them down. Let's not turn it into points. They did exactly that. Now he gets a fresh start, a clean slate.
And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
brings up...
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And Hunt is not going to get there. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third. On fourth down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. And whistle blown. A timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On fourth down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. We're scoreless after 1. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll go again with Sanders. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. Sanders, and he is going to lose yardage here. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he'll try and hurry the kick, gets it away, but it's not looking that great. And yikes, this will get out of bounds, so without even a return, they're going to be set up on the outskirts of the red zone. First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Now Chubb running right. And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10. They run again on 1st down, Chubb. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8. A give running right is Chubb. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. In their mind, certainly a field goal try would be a letdown. They have the great starting field position. Now facing 3rd down. Chubb will get the call running left. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They need about the length of the football here on 1st and goal. Chubb. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. The lone man in the backfield here is Chubb on 2nd and goal. He's going to get it running right. And he takes this one in for a Browns score. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Browns post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. The 30. 10. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Eagles.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want him to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Browns drive about to get started. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They run it again with Chubb. And he'll be tackled right on the midfield logo. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes, we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
The offense on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They go up the middle with Chubb. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Here's Corey Bojorquez now. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
58 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. Terrific run from one of the fastest backs in the game today, a guy who keeps defensive coordinators up at night, no doubt.
Remember when we were meeting with the D coordinator before the game and all he talked about was run fits, making sure our guys were in the right place so there were no creases?
They missed their fits, didn't they?
Yeah, there was no fit there. The only fit was at the end when he threw his headset down after that big run.
Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Boston Scott, his first carry. And he'll be taken down shy of the 25 that he needed. He'll be a yard or two short. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they get the 3. It was 4th and 1, and yeah, I think you were doing what I was doing. I was looking down to the sideline. I'm not sure the offensive unit wanted the 3. They wanted to go for it.
But when have we ever seen a unit that didn't want to go for it in that situation, right? Sometimes it's just way more important to have the points on the board than to worry about any type of a gamble.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Watson, a final shot before break. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd and 7, Hurts. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Well, that's where this Cleveland crowd, the dog pound in particular, make it difficult on opposing offenses. It looked like they might have had troubles communicating at the line, and it leads to the incompletion. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Hurts sets up to throw it. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. Another run here with Sanders. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Now it's 2nd and 9. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A yard in the wrong direction. Makes third down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. Looking to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 44-yard line. 12 yards on 3rd down as the drive rolls on.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 44-yard line. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Greg Newsome up to make the stop. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball is moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 73 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Another run with Sanders. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go, set!
A man who played collegiately in the Buckeye State, it's Trey Sermon. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. So they need 6 yards here on third down. They're 2 for 2 on third down tries so far on this drive. Straight ahead, it's Sermon. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll be fourth down.
This was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to swell the lead to 6. The kick by Elliott is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
On a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And again, it's Chubb. And he'll take this up to the 30. A gain of 4. The Browns on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And he's going to pick up the Browns' first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. And Chubb will try the middle here. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Handoff comes to Chubb. And that winds up a decent run, and it also takes us to the 2-minute warning. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Now Watson. Touchdown, Browns. Deshaun Watson on target to David Njoku. And the Browns are an extra point away from going back on top here in the 4th. New York now for the extra point. And this puts them on top by a penny. It's 14-13. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
They'll go again with Sanders. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, check that, street.
They'll look to throw. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal.
This to almost certainly win the football game. Going to get the kick off in time.
Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15.
Back to throw.
And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
We've seen some long field goals to win games, and they've got to give their kicker a chance here.
Right now, everything resting on the right foot of Jake Elliott. This from long, very long range. And he's going to miss this one. That is no good. Well outside the left upright, and that'll keep this a one-point game. So a field goal that could have won it went awry. Pretty good distance field goal. It wasn't a chip shot, but still, that one's going to stick with him for a little while, you'd have to think.
It is, and I know that he missed that one, and they walk off the field, and obviously they don't feel great about themselves. They just lost the game. But this is where the proficiency of kickers actually comes back and hurts them because they've gotten so good that we expect them to make just about everything, and we forget that's still a long field goal attempt.
And so much pressure there at the end of the game. It's one of those situations, unfortunately, where you're either the hero or you're the GOAT.
And what you also hope is that you've built up equity with your team by making a whole lot of big kicks before so that the occasional miss doesn't hurt you going forward.
Let's go. You seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. Just let the record show that I said I'm coming for everything. You seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. Said I'm coming for everything. You good, but to be great, you gotta have confidence. The next level was legend. You gotta have accomplishments. In any league, they considering me dominant. The long falls, you know the pit of defeat, bottomless. I was hungry way before I got your support. I hopped off the porch around the time that y'all got awards. Lyrical exercise, this what I call a sport. The fourth bar, brother, when I push the rock off the court. I got champion genetics. Next level. One of the best. Remember me. You seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. Just let the record show that I said I'm coming for everything. You seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. Just let the record said I'm coming for everything. The chattermouths who talent don't average out. If your flow ain't nowhere near this caliber, that don't count. Competition get flattened out. Getting money like I went top 3 in the first round. My salary that.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Cleveland Browns. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Cleveland. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start. They begin this drive with Chubb, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now it's Watson. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Chubb running right. Taken down at the 42.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On 2nd and 7, Watson to the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. On the move past the 40. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 28. They'll run for the first time with Kareem Hunt. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. From the 27, Watson. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Eagles are going to have it here just past the 25. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 26. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right back to Sanders on 1st down. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Another run here with Sanders. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
First carry for Kenneth Gainwell. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle, because his ability to look through the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
And they'll try and run for the first with Sermon. Room here to run. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 17 yards and a 1st down for Philly.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 2nd down, back to Sanders. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. On 3rd down, here's Sermon. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3. No score after 1 on EA Sports. And the first play will be a field goal try. A 33-yarder from the left hash. The kick by Elliott is good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive stalls out, but the field goal does get them the first points of the night.
And 3 points, not to be underestimated. How about this, right? You're on the road. You're under the lights. National television audience. This is not a dress rehearsal, partner. This is for real. And a pretty nice opening statement.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Browns drive about to get started. Their 2nd drive here, the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Watson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. Here's Corey Bojorquez to punt this thing away. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That one brought back a few nightmares because when a quarterback gets outside of the pocket, your job as a defensive back, make sure you stay as deep as the deepest receiver and not let anyone leak behind you for a big play. A nice job there having discipline and not letting them connect on that pass.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Here's Hurts to throw. Well, that's complete to Sanders. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And he's got room. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 57 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 41. Another run with Sanders. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
On 2nd and 7, Hurts. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Ready.
1st down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 10 yards there and an Eagle 1st down.
And an Eagle 1st down.
Straight ahead, it's Sermon. Uses the stiff arm. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up first and goal.
Yeah, and some nice running right there. That's what got them the first down. But at this point, I suggest open up your playbook. You can call just about what you want.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. On third down, they'll run it with Sanders. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders in the final seconds of the first half. And the Eagles go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead grows to 10-0.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10.
The final shot before the break. Watson. That's out to Chubb, complete.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
From the 22, Hurts. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Boston Scott, his first carry. And they will rally and stop him short of the 1st down. They get him to the ground at the 26. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now. The Eagles send out their punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Here comes Grant on the return. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started.
Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive.
On 1st down, Watson.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick.
And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. Things just kind of continuing to unravel for them here in this 2nd half. They take the shot downfield, but this defense, once again, up to the task.
Well, this is where you think about the old phrase, desperate times call for desperate measures, because they've got nothing on the scoreboard, and they're just trying to get something, anything to go their way. But in this case, they turn the ball over.
And down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
I know I should keep the focus and the spotlight on the hero that just scored, but tackling's been an issue for this defense all game long. I can't set that aside. We just saw it again here. Missed tackles leads to his long touchdown run.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0.
Browns nothing. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
On the return from his end zone is Grant. And he returns this to the 22.
Jakeem Grant on the return. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Watson.
Looking for and finding Amari Cooper again.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. From the 30 on 2nd down, Watson. Touchdown! Amari Cooper, 30 yards.
And the Browns are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. So that, Charles, their first score of the ball game, obviously, coming here in the 3rd quarter. Is that going to be enough to energize the troops?
It's a great question, and we'll wait to see the answer, but it's finally something for them to build on. Now they know that they can actually score against that defense.
So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Check contact.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Hurts. Dancing to his left. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now Scott. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now. The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get credit for a punt inside the 20, not by much, but inside the 20 at the 19-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
From the 22, Watson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Watson. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. That's good for a Cleveland 1st down, an 11-yard pickup.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
They give the Chubb out of the gun, and it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11.
On 2nd and 11 now. Watson. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. The sack by Robert Quinn. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Here's Watson. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. And the Eagles will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. But look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
It's a second down run with Sanders. They find some open field here. 20, 10, touchdown, Philadelphia.
Bottom line, when you play a runner with these talents, you've got to be able to wrap up and get him on the ground. Or the first person who gets there, hold him up long enough for the next wave to get there and get him down. Otherwise, he will continue downfield and find pay dirt.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Round 7. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. 3rd and long, it's Watson. Another completion here to Hunt. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
No time now.
To throw is Watson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Here's Watson. And he completes it to Hunt. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They run for it with Hunt. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Watson now to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Back to throw, Watson. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. And just another reason to celebrate there on the defensive side with the interception. And this is a game that they clearly have firmly in their grasp.
Yeah, a lot of handshakes, a lot of hugs, a lot of smiles. It's been their day.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 145 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll go again with Sanders. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. Anthony Walker up behind the line and finishing that play off. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Throwing is Hurts. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use it. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off with your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
15 Grant on the return. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. To throw again on 2nd down. Watson swings this out for Hunt. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Watson's throw into the hands of Peoples-Jones. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Watson looks to throw again. And that one finds the ground, breaking a string of 5 straight completions. And it brings up 2nd down. No, third down. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. it just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Desperation time. Watson on 4th down.
And now here is another interception. Darius Slay with a pick.
And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Being chased out left. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game. In this sequence here, maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, they've had success getting the ball to him out of the backfield, but this time they had a man right on him. He was able to break that play up before he could get started.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Watson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. I guess at this point, Charles, heck, why not take some shots?
I would agree with that totally because a big play can't hurt at all. Heck, you might get a pass interference call out of it. Somehow the ball might get tipped up and you come down with it. Might not do too much for the result of the game, but it could add to your stats.
To the air yet again, Watson. Over the middle, complete. That's Brown. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Error-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team.
alive in the dark, and I keep getting stronger. My limit's the sky. I do the impossible, impossible. Shine if I want to. I win every time.